What's up? What's up? Good morning. It's a rare morning stream in the Earl world, and will be a quick one because I can't sleep. So I thought I'd check in on the internet and see what you maniacs are up to. Hello to Hi-Fi Protege and Karen in the house. I kind of like the all dark vibe. We're just chilling right now on the hump day. By the way, I will be at the Comedy Store Saturday night, 9:45. I haven't been on that early in a hot minute. So the crowds are definitely more awake at 9:45 versus the second show crowd, which I've gone on as late as 1 a.m., which I don't necessarily mind, but it is nice to go up in front of a crowd that's awake. So if you're local to the Los Angeles area, please come on down and say hello. I give you a VIP tour. You hit the back room bar, which nobody gets to go to except for the cool kids. And then who knows where the night will take us. Might take us east to the Naughty Pig, which is a very popular hangout of sorts post Comedy Store. Or it could take us west to the Rainbow Bar and Grill. Or it might not take us anywhere at all, to be frank. So you guys are more than welcome. And if you're not there, make a vacation around it. Go to the #1 comedy club in the world and see your favorite streamer, Mr. Earl. And then, there's lots of nice places to eat around the Comedy Store. You really can park and you go to Katana, you go to Saddle Ranch, you can go to Sushi. You could go to Chin Chin, but they be out of business. So that's going to be a tough one. And, use it as a night out on the Sunset Strip. And you never know who you'll run into at the Comedy Store. Could be Pauly Shore, could be Bobby Lee, could be some young comic you've never heard of before. Could just be me. Could be a cocaine dealer, I don't know. Could be a hot babe if you're single and ready to mingle. I always tell people, whatever you're into is at the Comedy Store in multiple. My glasses really be getting that purple glare. Now, today is an exciting day in the world of gyms in Los Angeles. Finally, the Gold's Gym in the Beverly Center will be opening at 11 a.m. I will be there with a live update, and hopefully it's as nice as it looks. But gym pictures can kind of be like online dating pictures, you know, not what they seem. I've been inside of gyms that I looked at online at first. I go, oh, this gym looks pretty nice, like the 24-hour fitness in, I believe, Santa Barbara. Um, and then when I got there, I'm like, this gym sucks. So um, hopefully, I mean, it's 32,000 square feet. I'll probably go in the showers and steam room the first couple days before the shenanigans start, which should be plenty. The Beverly Center is kind of West Hollywood adjacent. And I think they took out the steam room at Crunch Gym. So that crowd went to John Reed. And John Reed and the shenanigans is at high capacity right now. So I think that Gold's Gym is fertile ground for some weenie whacking, which, you know, I'm not sure what to make of that. Let me post. We're on Twitter. Oh, that. Joe Weider still alive? That's an interesting question. I don't believe he is. Joe Weider, the father of bodybuilding. Let me look that up for you. You know, I like to please my fan base here. Let's look up. I'm pretty sure he's dead, along with his brother Ben Weider. They really died March 23rd, 2013. Important works: bodybuilders, the making of pumping iron. He was the creator of Mr. Olympia. So, what year was he born? November 29th, 1919. So he had a nice run. And, you know, the world of bodybuilding really hasn't been the same since, to be honest with you. I mean, you remember when you could name the Mr. Olympia? The winner of the Mr. Olympia? Now I couldn't. Hey, it's Al Franken. Shit, I'm better looking than Al Franken. Too many problems the world can't solve. Too many people, no one likes to be involved. Stephen Pearcy played the whiskey last night. It was a tribute for his friend Chris Hagar, who was in Mickey Rat. He unfortunately recently passed away. So, Jepper 1969. Hit the like and subscribe button. Please, if you're going to say I look like Al Franken, how dare you? But it's not the first time I've heard that. I get John Cena. I like the way he sounds live. But he's also, to be honest with you, he is in the best spirits I've. Hey, what's with Indian guys? What the fuck? Jedediah. Hey, you said don't be a dick. All right, hit the like and subscribe button. That's what I said. And I'm like the nicest guy in all of streaming. Trust me on that one. Good morning, Ari Jane. What up? What up? Always nice to have a woman in the house. Whose house? Earl's house. Should be a good dynamite tonight if you like AEW wrestling. Yeah, that is a fact, Jack. Kevin Brennan wouldn't read one of your questions or statements for free. I read them all. So I am the nicest guy in streaming. I have a very high ceiling for putting up with the trolls, the scroll trolls, if you will. So I really am. And that's why I have 9 people in here. But it's just who I am. I don't know what you're talking about, Jedediah. You have me confused. So hopefully you get your money back or whatever you were scammed out of. I'm sure we have someone from law enforcement in the stream. I have a very strange fan base, but they come from all backgrounds. Dolph K, probably not on my phone. I mean, I just personally don't know how interesting me playing a video game is. I know some of my friends are trying to get me to do it on Twitch, but yeah, probably not right now. Because if I'm playing a video game, I'm concentrating on the game. I'm not really reading the chat. I don't imagine myself reading the chat. But I don't think Warren DeMartini was there last night. He might have been. I don't know. If you go on the Whiskey A Go Go's website, or not website, their Instagram page, I think they had a clip of him playing Round and Round. Yes, I do like the new football game. I started a franchise with Akron because they were the lowest ranked team. And so far, 7 games in, I'm 3-4. I got blown out my first 3 games, and then slowly but surely, I'm getting the nuances of the game. Now, the funny thing is, last year's NCAA football 2025, I was much better at running than I am this year. But I'm also really good at passing this year. So what up? What up? No, I get what you're saying, Ari Jane. So I mean, I'm not against it. Gagon, what up? Yeah, I haven't seen the match, but I hear Goldberg and Gunther was pretty bad. What up, Richard Swanson, Dick Swanson in the house? So we'll do about a half-hour stream. I'm doing a stream at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. So this was just a bonus stream because for whatever reason I couldn't sleep. My sleep schedule's weird without Lois because usually she would wake me up at about this time, maybe even a little earlier. And I would have to take her outside. But now I could sleep in a little bit. So, yeah, I don't watch WWE. So I'm AEW. And their pay-per-view All In was fantastic. Lois is with her mommy, Gail. But Gail is going back home for a few weeks. So I will get Lois back. And, I mean, Lois likes it at Gail's house, too. Gail has 2 cats, Donnie and Darla. But then when she's here, she's like the queen of the house. So no news on the special. It's not on hold. It's just I've got other things in the hopper. Right now, my main effort is getting on Gutfeld and then spreading my wings in New York City when I'm there. So, but you get on Gutfeld and you build up some momentum, and then someone says, "Hey, I'll help you with your special." I mean, Pistol Pete's the beauty about it is when we do it, Pistol Pete can edit it because he's an editor. So, yes, Gail does get the. Now, Gail does it a little differently than I do. Gail just puts pee pads out, which is fine. Because Gail's a bartender, so she gets home at whatever 4 or 5 in the morning and goes right to bed. So we do a good job with the co-parenting. So no complaints there. I mean, in terms of, I do like Dean Ambrose. I'm about, it's a good guess. I'm about 6 feet 200. See you later, big Ben Bones Jones. Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem potentially with the pee pads is it gets Lois used to peeing in the house. But she's perfect when she's here. She doesn't make any boo-boos. Even when I go to the gym or I'm gone for a few hours, she goes to sleep. And then she somehow finds her way onto the computer desk and fucks around. But she's a pretty good dog for 15. And she might be older. I mean, I really don't know when she was born. I mean, me and Gail got her, I think, middle of 2011. So, what up, Gagon? Hope I'm saying your name correctly. I don't like it when people mispronounce my name. So, that's an interesting name. We do have some interesting names in the stream. My favorite person who listens to my stream is Connie Ling Goss. It's relatively hot here as well. I know, TB, an early morning Earl. I can assure you we won't be doing many of these, but for whatever reason I could not sleep. So you get a little bonus Earl in the morning. And then when I quit, this shows you what a nice guy I am. You can go to Win by 2. I think John just started streaming at 7. Do you ever go to the beach? No, after my skin cancer, I try and stay out of the sun as much as I can. So is Gold's Gym giving away dumbbells? I'm not sure. I'll be there probably in about 5 or 6 hours. And we'll see what's going on there. You look like Mathis Hayden. I don't know who that is. TB, I'm not kidding you. I don't kid around. There's no kidding around in the Earlverse. This is serious business. I mean, you can't, I mean, I did sun a lot when I was probably in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. I tanned quite a bit, which is so funny because I'm so pale right now. I did do the tanning beds. I'd go to the beach all day. And then in the late 80s, like 89, my girlfriend at the time worked at a tanning salon. So I'd go to the beach and then I'd go to the tanning salon. And she'd put me in, I remember it was called the Hex, Hex. It was like a tanning bed with like 4 times the power. So you only had to stay in it for like 5 minutes. And I would stay in it for like 20. So it was probably from doing all that shit. But I got lucky, it wasn't, the bad. It was, they caught it pretty early. And no return. Because now I really don't. I mean, even when I walk the dog or I go outside, I got a visor on because the skin cancer was like right up here. So, but I had an amazing, yes, TB, yes. I had an amazing plastic surgeon who did an episode of Inappropriate Earl, Dr. Gal Abramov. And he was really good. Just very lucky. Didn't hurt at all, really. Like, I mean, they dig into your forehead or wherever your skin cancer is, and they dig it out, and then they take it down, they test it, and then they come back up if they have to dig in more. Or if they get it all out, they sew it up. And yeah, oh, 100%. I'm very good with stuff like that. So, I mean, at 56, it's not old, but it's not young either. So that's when things start happening that shouldn't if you're not. But I'm so healthy, but yeah, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, Eric Carr, the drummer from Kiss, died of lung cancer, never smoked. So, I mean, I believe that, Jess Jenna. I mean, I don't feel I look 56. Do I feel it? Absolutely. Um, Phased by um, moons. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Good for you, Jedediah. Good for you. Yes, I'm 12 in my head. Thank you, Jedediah. I'll take it. I mean, I got most of my hair, good skin, and a great body. So and I got to grow up in the 80s, man. So I win in the game of life. You guys get to grow up with Oasis. I grew up with Bon Jovi, prime Bon Jovi, Rat, Poison, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Kiss. But yeah, Gen X. So, yeah, I mean, that's a fact, Jack. I will take that compliment. I mean, what was it? I mean, De Niro aged pretty good up until about his 60s. So, I'm trying to think other people. Paul Rudd is very well preserved. Good for you. Good for you, GT. I'm going to call you GT. And then Clint Eastwood aged pretty well. So, I mean, it doesn't take that much to preserve. Yeah, I mean, Rudd hit the genetic lottery, but I think someone told me he gets like facials almost weekly and stuff like that. So, yeah, Brad Pitt, what is he, 60? He looks really good. And he has bad skin and he still looks really good, or he had bad skin. How about Shatner? Yeah, Shatner, what is he, 90, 85, 90, something? Like, he looks incredibly good. And then, Gene Hackman, Gene Hackman was almost 100, so I don't want to be too harsh on the guy. So, yeah, Brad Pitt looks very good. I'm trying to, I've recently befriended Judd Nelson because he lives around where I live. He looks really good. The only thing that makes him look a little older is he has a goatee with a little bit of gray in it. But if he shaved that, he basically looks like a slightly older version of the guy from Breakfast Club. So I believe dogs are slow aging. I mean, it's very, it's just the calmness. Was Kiss, Rush, Nugent, Aerosmith, Zeppelin, and Police with a sprinkling of Missing Persons and Duran Duran. Yes, I mean, Missing Persons, man, that debut album. But that's a great band. I mean, that from a technical standpoint, one of the best bands of all time in terms of the prowess of the musicians in it. I mean, Bozio on drums, Warren, we'll call him Warren C. I can't pronounce his last name, on I believe, the electronic guitar. Um, I mean, that's a band. I mean, that was Frank Zappa's backing band. So, if Zappa's using those guys, they were good musicians. So, you eat Indian meats? Like, not really. I don't eat a lot of Indian food. You grew up, well, yes, I did grow up watching Pauly Shore, and now I work with him. Um, so, which is funny, you know. It is kind of weird sometimes when I'm talking to Pauly Shore. I'm like, dude, I used to watch you on MTV and Son-in-Law and Biodome, and here I am going on after you. It's going good, cool boy. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I am a paid regular at the Comedy Store, which I guess Pauly owns. Him and his brothers, Peter and Scotty. So, well, I watch his podcast sometimes. Yeah, I mean, Pauly's really funny. Like, he doesn't get the credit. Pauly's like an 80s, like CC DeVille. Like, CC DeVille's a great guitar player. He's in Poison. And that's the same thing with Pauly. Pauly's really funny. Yes, he has two brothers. Be happy, always respect you. I am happy, and I'm glad you respect me. We'll go about another 5 minutes, guys. Yeah, this is just a baby, like a bonus stream, nothing too wacky. Pauly is. I don't think Andy Dick is funny at all, but um, you know, everyone's different in terms of what kind of comedy they like, and if you like Andy Dick, hey, great. Um, I mean, it's tough. I don't do a lot of morning streams, to be honest with you. Um, I don't know. I mean, what generation of entertainment are you considered? I don't know, TB. I mean, I guess. I mean, in terms of. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question, TB. Um, I mean, it depends on what. I mean, I guess second generation. I'm definitely not in the first. His mom sure knew comedy. Yeah, I mean, his mom was pretty legendary. What up, SCB Show? He was good in Encino Man. I like Jury Duty, to be honest with you. In the Army now. I mean, he had a nice fucking run, man. Not many people achieved the rock star like status he did. Uh, Let me see. I mean, well, my sister was Carl Weathers' assistant. She was behind the scenes. My other sister dabbled in stand up, but had a baby pretty early on into her dabbling, so that kind of put the kibosh on that. And then my other two brothers, not really. So Gold's Gym has more delays than Vinnie Vincent's box set. Yeah, I mean, holy fuck, they were supposed to open Monday, they didn't. Supposed to open Tuesday, they didn't. And today they're supposed to open at 11 a.m. Uh, oh yeah, I mean, he was like open. He was playing 10,000 seaters. Like, that's crazy. Arnold, I mean, we're cousins, but I don't really consider to be in his family. It's just by marriage. Um, yeah, I mean, you might get one movie based on who his mom was, but not 10. And go see his one man show. I mean, it's really good. Like, you'll change your mind if you're on the fence about Pauly and you don't think that he's talented, or whatever you think about him. Um, so yeah, I mean, I would definitely say Arnold's the most successful person in my family, immediate or not. But I'm trying. I got some. I had a nice phone call yesterday about some potential business. So, well, not necessarily. I mean, there were a lot of people on MTV that weren't that good, but like they had the look, or whatever, but that's still true today. I mean, there's a lot of comics who aren't that funny. I mean, look at, some of the comics on Gutfeld aren't exactly killing it when they're on there, but they got the look or the right manager or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of shadow games that happen behind the scenes that you guys will never know about. So, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do some shadow games. If everyone else is doing it, I'm going to do it too. Fuck it. So, we'll see what happens. Of course, I'll probably hire armed security when I'm in New York, but that's all right. We'll see what happens. Let me get it first, and then we'll go over my security route. Um, so, oh, I mean, he fucked playmates, porn stars, actresses. I mean, he had a real good run. I mean, there wasn't a more ideal decade for Paulie's the Wheeze character than the 80s and early 90s. Yeah, I mean, hell, even Ken Ober was funny on Remote Control. Oh, thank you. I mean, I think I um, lost you guys about 40 minutes into that Malibu thing. I'll do it one time in the daytime where I can walk on the beach. I can't hold the phone when I'm driving in the daytime just because the cops are really going all in on tickets. There's a new law that passed out here in California about cell phone it's got to be hands free now. Pert Perkins comes in every now and then. I like New York a lot because it's a night city. Like LA shuts down. Like when the Comedy Store's done, I don't know, midnight, one ish on Saturday. Like you got to really scramble to find some action. At New York, you can go to there's 100 diners open at 4 a.m. So, um, it's more my speed, but I could never live there. I just, my base is Los Angeles. Thank you very much. But yeah, Pert Perkins, his wife probably put the kibosh on him. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, LA is too spread out. I mean, New York is a much better comedy city. You can do 5 or 6 gigs, walk to them all, get paid for them all. Um, LA, it's like you got to go to the Comedy Store, and then you got a gig somewhere else. You got to drive, and it's that you definitely can't do 5 or 6 gigs in LA in the same night, and probably very few of them are paying gigs. But you know, yeah, there's a lot of action at the Abbey, no doubt about that. And Beach's Madhouse on Friday and Saturday nights, they're open from 2 to 4 a.m. I mean, the freaks come out. Trust me on that one. All right, guys, we'll go another 5 minutes, and then I'm going back to bed. But I will be back on 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I took advice and scheduled the stream. Let's see if that helps. We'll go a few minutes into Dynamite, and we'll take it from there. I will perform at the Stand in New York. That's my first call I make is going to be to Patrick, the booker, and say, "Hey, I'm coming in, baby." And the New York Comedy Club, I know a lot of my friends play there, and probably won't try and do the Cellar just because why try and get past there if I'm never there? But if I become a regular on Gutfeld, I'd be there a lot more. What up, Jacob Quar? Welcome to the show. And hit the like and subscribe button, Jacob. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you are new to the stream. Yeah, I think Jeff Ross used to bring that guy who owned Beecher's Madhouse to roast battle. That guy was kind of a fucking loser, to be honest with you. Just like he'd show up in a Ferrari in the parking lot of the store. And it's like, dude, you're not allowed to park here. Oh, I'm friends with Jeff. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't care if she's there or not. I mean, listen, I'm 100 times more respected than her as a comic, to be honest with you. So, and really, what could she say to me? Hey, my bad. So, I mean, she can't get on a fucking lineup. So, but I don't wish her bad, to be honest with you. I mean, it's always a bummer when something ends as bad as it did between her and I, but I certainly think literally everyone took my side. So she'd probably be more embarrassed than anything. Because it's not like if, half believed her, half believed me, she could kind of play to that. But to my knowledge, not one person believed her. So, I mean, put it this way, you know, I've been told she doesn't. I mean, the booker told me he doesn't want her up there, and that's straight from the booker. So now maybe a couple years ago she did when Patrick didn't really know who she was, but um, I don't know. I mean, I'm certainly not going to run from her, and she literally can't run from me. Hello, see what I did there? A little roast joke there. Um, so I don't, like I said, you guys know me. I don't keep up with exes. I don't go on their Instagram. I don't, um, you know, you, you know, like I said, it's never going to make you happy. You're going to either see them looking better than when they dated you, or they're with another dude or whatever. And I'm good on that. Yeah, I did see that. I was reading about that today. 6 foot hot, look, all American man. Mama told me your lady's looking for another man. I got my reasons. Of course, that's not Ace Frehley on guitar. That's the great late Bob Kulick. So, like, but I don't look at ex's stuff, even if I'm friendly with them. Like, Whitney Rice, I know she's married, but, I have no idea what she's up to. But we're cool. Like, if I saw Whitney on the streets or she was at the comedy store for whatever reason, I'd hug her. We'd be very cool. Um, really most of my exes I'm cool with. I mean, look at me and Gail. We're very cool. Do your talking with your hands instead. I've been to LA and I've seen St. Louis. I got my reasons. I'm a little tired, so I don't know quite all the lyrics. But I've heard that song about 5,000 times. So maybe at the 4 p.m. stream TV, I'll give you a better rendition. So, but it's been a while since I've been to New York, so I hope to get on Gutfeld sooner than later. We'll do some good streams from the city. Maybe I'll visit Madison Square Garden and the house that Barry Bubba Beck built, and just walk around the city and see. Maybe go to the Empire State Building. Maybe Fay Ray. I can feel her energy there. Yeah, that would be a good. I mean, of course, Gene would probably charge me double. Gene, he's all about the dollar. I mean, the first time I met him, he was fingering a girl while he's talking to me, and then he pulls out a Kiss credit card with that hand, not from her pussy, but just from his pocket, and tried to sell me on the Kiss credit card. I mean, that guy's all business. Um, so yeah, but for my live shows, like when I start doing theaters, I'll have a nice. Of course, I might have to come out to the Click Fives, just the girl, just for the laughs. So, I mean, it's like, what did Sir Lawrence Wildman say to Gordon Gekko? You'd sell your mom. You'd send her COD, mate. A lot of people don't realize that that's General Zod from Superman 2, and a little bit of Superman. So, all right, guys, we're going to know. Jesus, we're going. What am I, Chad? Hey, we're going to go another 4 minutes to the 45-minute mark. This was just supposed to be a 30-minute stream, so we've already hit the mark. And you can go on to all the Dabbleverse streams that are firing up right about now. It's almost 11 a.m. on the East Coast, so I'm sure Shuley and I know John from 1x2's. I think he's live right now, and you can prepare yourself for Kevin and the Mud Shark and Aaron and all the great personalities of the Dabbleverse. Gino and Kiki. I've never talked to Kiki before, but I'm sure we'll both live. You gotta live like you're on vacation. Fuck, I'm so tired. I'm not getting that. What's that song from? You gotta live like you're on. Fuck, why you up? Brain racing with too many hot ideas. Yes, TB. I got Jarson. What is that from? I'm drawing a complete blank. I had a good phone call with a big director, producer. Oh, you gotta live like you're on vacation. Lick it up. Life's such a treat, and it's time you taste it. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. Ooh, lick it up. Kiss 83. Trust me, I know it. Now I know it. This is why I shouldn't stream in the morning. I mean, that's a softball for me on the 4 p.m. stream. Written by Vinnie Vincent. Thank you very much. So I'm still high off the phone call from yesterday. It's amazing the adrenaline rush good news will give you. So, we'll say fingers crossed, some good things potentially happening. Right, 2 more minutes, guys. That is a great guitar song. I mean, really, Vinny and Kiss were perfect for each other. They constrained Vinny to rein it in, and he had the songwriting ability for what they needed. For my money, you can't be too soon. You're such a jewel in the rough. I want to show you your stuff. For my money, you can't be too soon. Please meet you in the ladies' room. That is a good song. Some of those early Kiss songs were good. Making Love. I just heard what the girl said. Why? I really want her by my side the whole night through, doing things that I want to do. Come on, baby, don't leave me sad. You're good looking, the best I've had. Making love. Dee 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 dee. You get it. Well, this has been quite a stream. I appreciate you guys putting up with my brain fog. You have to understand I'm usually sleeping big time. So now you can go and watch Ashley Cummings stream. Rock and Roll Over. That is a great. I like Mr. Speed. You need pleasing, but baby, Mr. Speed. See you tonight. Sitting in the back, her head down in my lap, moonlight shining down on her head. Fingertips are straying, the radio's are playing. She said, "Oh, baby, that is a great album cover. Well, I mean, we'll see. It's potential good news. I mean, I've had many phone calls in my career where I thought, "Oh my God, this is gonna happen." But you never know. I mean, there's so many variables that are out of your control in this business that you get the good news and the bad news too, and you just kind of try and forget about it, and you know, just I mean, I want you, take me, any way you wanna, just take me, any way you can. I mean, calling Dr. Love, Ladies Room, Love 'em and Leave 'em. I like that song. Love 'em, leave 'em, love 'em, leave 'em, yeah. Mr. Speed, you try pleasing, but getting on your knees don't make it. Like what? See you in your dreams. That's a hidden gem of a song. Hard Luck Woman, originally written for Rod Stewart, and he didn't want it. And then Making Love. So I mean this is Kiss when they were hungry. They hadn't quite popped um, yet in terms of making the money, honey. So we'll go to 50 minutes, guys. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Actually, we'll go to 52 minutes because that's, as you guys know, my favorite movie, 52 pickups. So you got 5 more minutes, which is, we're going 20 minutes over what I said I would do because I'm a fucking professional. So, but they hadn't quite made the enormous money they were about to make. And then probably the chinks in the armor were showing around double platinum. And then, of course, I mean, Love Gun, I would say Love Gun was probably them at their peak in terms of the last time that all four played on the album. And then they did the solo albums, which, the solo albums would have been a great album. If each guy got 4 songs or 3 songs, you make it 3 songs. And then Dynasty, Anton Fig was the drummer on that. I think Gene was kind of starting to not lose interest, but maybe dabble into acting. And then, the wheels were really off at that point. I mean, Peter didn't play on Dynasty or on Masked. It was Anton Fig. And then as soon as he left, Ace could be outvoted 2-1 because Eric Carr didn't really get a vote. Just shut up and play Peter's parts, speed him up a little bit so we can fit in with the new metal bands coming. Um, I've never heard that rumor, but I could see wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Paul and Elton running in the same circles. Studio 54. Man, that must have been a bit. Studio 54. Well, Double Platinum was kind of weird because it's just a rehash. I mean, to me, it was a little early for a greatest hits type album. I mean, I get it. It sold very well. So, I mean, I think to me that I mean, and now we all know about um, the turmoil that was around the solo albums. I mean, the solo albums were basically done to keep Peter and Ace happy. Go off, do your albums, and we'll come back and do Dynasty. But I think the worst thing that could have happened was Ace had the only hit, which was New York Groove, but that's a cover. It's funny. I look at those solo albums and I go, okay, Paul's was the most Kiss-like. I mean, Paul's would have been a good Kiss album. Ace probably was the best because he could kind of break out of his shell. Peter's was probably the truest in terms of that's the kind of music he liked to actually play. And then Gene was typical Gene. Like, look at all the celebrities I can get and play on my album. So what up, Leilani Montgomery? Um, so, and then I think Peters in general was the worst reviewed of the four. So I don't know why he would think, hey, I don't need Kiss anymore. And of course, they weren't platinum; they were shipped platinum. It's a little trick of the trade that Gene used to say, "Well, they all four went platinum." Not really. So get your last minute questions, guys. We have one more minute before Earl ramped Skakel will go to sleep. And I've hit the goal of $0. So we're all good there. And I appreciate that. Hit the like and subscribe button, pretty please. I have goals on this stream too. I said I want under 10 people there, and I don't want any money. And son of a bitch, we've got 40 more seconds. I'm not a big UFO guy, and I just, some bands I just never got into. And that's no disrespect to them. I just, like I'm not a huge Metallica guy. I like two songs, Enter Sandman and Whiskey in a Jar, and that's a cover. But obviously with Schenker involved and Uli John Roth, I mean that's a tight band musically for sure. So just too technical for me, I mean, it was kind of cool to see Michael Schenker and Rat basically filling in for Robin Crosby. To see him and DeMartini playing together, that was pretty cool. But, I was never a giant Scorpions fan. I mean, probably my favorite Scorpions song is We Believe in Love. That's a good song. And I like their hits, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Never got into Motorhead until I dated their manager. I was like, okay, these guys are pretty cool. So, you like what you like. I always gravitated toward the gayer metal, I mean, hell, I like the Village People. They had some, a couple good songs outside their, big three hits. I like Go West. Together, we will go our way. Together, we will meet someday. I want you, your hand in my hand. And Milkshake, that's a bop. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just never, I like the Cars. I'd rather listen to the Cars. I don't mind you coming here, wasting all my time. 'Cause when you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind, yeah. It's not the perfume that you wear. It's not the ribbons in your hair. You get the picture. So, oh my God, we're already, we're almost at, fuck it. I'll do an hour and then I'm going to bed. You guys just keep me hanging on. Thank you, Kim Wilde. Let's see if anything wacky is happening in the news before we shut it down. Yes, that is a good album. RFK Jr. fires his chief of staff. Maybe I'll get the gig. Hollywood executive's son charged in triple murder. Jesus. Dies of apparent suicide. I mean, let's see. Biggie Small's son, C.J. Wallace, accused of involvement in alleged Diddy sexual assault. Boy, there's a lot of great people in this world. Yeah, screaming for vengeance. That is Judas Priest in their prime. So, arrest made in deadly shooting of American Idol executive. I mean, Encino's a nice fucking area. Yeah, TB, I'm a little tired. I'm fading, but, I can go another 5 minutes. I mean, that's crazy. I almost bought a home in Encino about a year ago. And the great thing about it was if it was kind of new, but it was a small home, nice yard. And the best thing about it was I was sandwiched between two cops. So I would have, Soundgarden revealed why they skipped Ozzy's Black Sabbath farewell show. Um, we were unable to coordinate the schedules of our individual and collective projects to attend and contribute to the festival. They could have if they wanted to. Trust me on that one. Um, so interesting. Interesting. Well, there you go. What are you gonna do? Dice Clay lives in Encino. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's tough for comedians to really have nice homes because, if you like when I go to New York to do Gutfeld, you guys all gonna know I'm in New York. So my condo is ripe for the break-in, but my building's pretty hard to break in. I have great security in my balcony doors, so they're gonna have to smash the window, but the balcony's pretty high up, so you gotta be fucking Carl Lewis to get on the balcony. And you know, there's a couple other comics who also live in Encino, so I wouldn't have been totally. But is he the original drummer, TB? I don't know a lot about Pearl Jam, to be honest with you. All I really can name is Eddie Vedder. Um, so, um, never really a huge fan of any of those grunge bands, to be honest. I liked Stone Temple Pilots, I guess, the best. Because that one song, Sex Type Thing, I'm surprised Kiss didn't sue them because the riff is very, very similar to War Machine. And I don't mean the MMA fighter. I mean, the Kiss song War Machine that was written for them by Bryan Adams. It goes do 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 do. And if you look at Sex Type Thing, it's kind of got that do 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 do, but it's a little more sped up. What is this, a music podcast now? All right, 2 more minutes, guys, and then for realsies, I'm ending the stream. So, who was the original drummer in Pearl Jam? I'm having a brain fog, and I'm too lazy to look it up because we are in the second minute, or 2 minutes away from Earl hitting the X button and going to sleep. Now, full disclosure, I will put my iPhone on Win by Two's stream because he does like 5-hour streams, and his voice to me it puts me to sleep. And I don't mean that in a shady way. I mean it's just his monotoneness. It's like, but someone said my voice should be used to put methadone addicts. Strap this on your sore ass, Jarson. Um, uh, Someone said my voice should be used to put methadone addicts to sleep in therapy. So we're going to do another stream at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. for you East Coast freaks. I believe AC/DC's in, I want to say Chicago. I believe William Zoom is in Baltimore. I hope he's all right. Yeah. I wish I would have had it on tape when I told Chandler's brother, who's in the military, that I was a Green Beret out of Fort Bragg. He's like, "What unit were you?" And I'm like, "Jim Hopper." And he looked at me like, "What?" It took me a long time to get back in his good graces. Trust me on that one. So, thank you guys. We did a nice, very tight hour stream. See you later, TB. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have all you guys in the stream. Yeah, he wasn't exact. I mean, we ended up getting along, but I remember the first time I met him, um, he said goodnight, Earl, and he shook my hand really hard. It's like, take care of my sister. You know what happens if you don't. I'm like, okay. So, yes, everyone have a good day. I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Oh, Sorry, Improv. I'll do another hour for you. I'm just kidding. 4 p.m. Improv. Come back at 4 p.m. This was just a surprise stream of Earl Skakel not being able to go to sleep. But now, Daddy is tired. We will turn off the lights. And thank you, Karen. Yes, I can't wait to come to New York. Now I just have to wait for the invitation from Mr. Gutfeld, Earl Skakel.